The health effects of mold exposure are related to two main components: mold spores and mold toxins. Mold spores cause health problems when they become airborne and are inhaled in large numbers. The toxins within these spores can trigger allergies, asthma, and flu-like symptoms. Other symptoms include nasal and sinus congestion, itchy or reddened eyes, headache, fatigue, blurry vision, sore throat, shortness of breath, lung infections, immunosuppressive disorders, and well, the list goes on. If you see visible signs of mold growth, if you're suffering from any of these problems, it's extremely important that you contact a professional. MMRG LLC is fully licensed, insured, and BBB accredited. We provide mold testing, mold remediation, basement waterproofing, crawl space, and foundation repair. If you'd like to contact us for a free inspection, just call Randy, our senior inspector, at 908-601-1307. That number again is 908-601-1307. With more than 10 years of experience and the most affordable rates in New Jersey, your satisfaction is guaranteed.
You just let me know when to speak. Or...
Go ahead. So this is a...
Okay, so this is an air sampling. This equipment right here, this is the vacuum pump. Okay. And basically, there's a meter on this side that indicates how much air is being pulled in this tube. There's a filter on the tube. The tube gets connected here. Now, what will be sent off to the lab are small capsules. These capsules will actually trap the mold. So in Ghostbusters, they will trap ghosts in their little, this is like our little ghost trap.
Okay, but you don't cross the screen.
You don't want to cross the screen. So this sample right here, there are stickers on it. You remove these stickers and you put it on this tube. This machine will run for approximately 5 minutes. The mold will be trapped inside this, and this is sent to a lab in which technicians in the lab will put this under a microscope. They usually do it at 600 to 1,000 times magnification to determine the types of species that may be floating around in the area.
Obviously, if we did this now, you don't have to church, because we can see them all.
Yes, and one of the criteria, two of the criteria that we do in mold is if you see it and it's beyond 10 square feet, it needs to be remediated, and if you smell it.
This is an example about how sometimes you just don't always see the mold on the walls. I'm going to shut the lights down. I'm going to come back. There's the wall by the flowers. I'm going to come back in here. And this same wall. Okay, here's the wall. Now, what do you see? You see all that dusting. That's all mold on the wall. You can see how much there is. When you put the flashlight at an angle against the wall, look what we see. That's all mold growth. If I put the flash on the camera, it's gone. Again, when you put the flashlight at an angle, you begin to see all of the mold growth. Take the flashlight away, and it's gone. Sometimes you won't always see the contamination on the wall. This is a house in Asbury. This is before treatment. So if we go along this wall, you can see all of the black on the masonry block foundation is all mold growing on the paint. So this is before we do the first treatment, which is denaturing the mold with a chemical, it's a mold detergent. And then I will video what it looks like after the first treatment. Hi, this is Randy. This is the house in Asbury again. You can see this is the first treatment that was done. The first treatment, we basically denature the mold, puts the mold into a non-allergenic dust. You can see here how You know, the walls are a little damp. The walls were sprayed, but they get wire brushed thoroughly, and they also get HEPA vacuumed. But you can see here, it's not as black along the wall, so a lot of the surface mold is removed. But this is basically after the first treatment, and then the next quick video will be after we spray the antimicrobial chemical, which is it's like a white coating or white paint. That'll be the final treatment. Alright, this is Randy. We just finished the final treatment. You can see what the walls look like now. It's a white encapsulant. It has antimicrobial properties in it. This is the final treatment. It basically acts as a shield for the wall. Mold cannot grow on the surface of this, but basically our mold chemical specialist, Robbie, will describe a little bit about what the chemical actually is and what it means to you.
So what we have here, it's a nano-based silver suspension, and silver is very expensive, but it doesn't corrode, it won't oxidize, and that will penetrate deep beneath the surface. So once that's on the wall, mold can't grow, bacteria, fungus, and it'll protect the walls for a long time. Basically,
Rob, so the most important thing, though, in this particular foundation is that the walls can't get wet, because could the chemical be diluted off the wall, or is it going to take a lot of water for the chemical to come off the wall?
Well, it's a polymer. It's a plastic polymer. So
that's what they mean. It's like a shield. It
yes.
actually is a protective barrier on the wall.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. Thank you very much, Rob. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Hi, my name is Robert Cece, and I'm a microbial consultant and chemist who works for MMRG. There are a lot of bells and whistles in this industry that overcomplicate the mold removal process and don't make a lot of sense. So if you have the time, I would like to educate you in the simplest way possible. First, mold testing is not done with a dog that walks around your home and sniffs for mold. Although a dog can technically smell mold, we have technology these days that does it much better. And this technology doesn't cost $5,000 to own, which is then factored into the price that you pay. Also, even when a dog locates mold, it cannot tell you if the mold is harmful or not. And because of this, you will still need mold testing done, which kind of defeats the purpose of the dog in the first place. Inspections done by a human are just as effective, cheaper, and you don't need a translator to tell you what the dog is saying. Second, dry ice blasting is another way of dealing with mold, and it definitely works. It is a perfectly safe and effective technology that some companies use. However, there are techniques that are even safer and a lot more affordable. Dry ice blasting is expensive, and in terms of providing a valuable service, I don't see the point. It makes mold removal much easier for the company to do, but the consumer pays more, and it doesn't even prevent mold from growing back. Third, the final method we will talk about is fogging. Someone will walk around your home with a gas mask and Ghostbusters pack, spraying your entire home with a thick, chemical-laced fog. As a chemist, I cannot assure you that this technique is safe. Since a fog is largely diluted in air, the chemicals must be that much stronger to kill the mold. There might be a safe way of executing this, but once again, these machines are expensive, and when companies stray from time-tested techniques, it's usually the consumer who pays. MMRG uses a traditional 3-step solution for both killing and preventing mold. The first step involves good old-fashioned hard work. Step 1. All the walls are scrubbed with wire brushes, which opens up the surface and prepares it for treatment. Step 2. The walls are treated with the safe and economical moldicide, which will get rid of all of your mold. Step 3. Once all the walls are dried, they will be treated with a mold encapsulant of your color choice. The mold encapsulant seals off all the walls and stops mold from growing back for 30 years. This is also why we guarantee our work for that same period of time. Is it a laborsome process? Sure, but this is a time-tested technique that works great and doesn't stray too far from science. If you're looking for a company that does mold removal this simple, traditional way, then call our Senior Inspector Randy at 908-601-1307. Thank you for watching our video, and have a nice day.